Lesson objective is to find the unknown angle in a right angle triangle when any two sides are given. In your calculator, you will be looking for the inverse trigonometric functions. The sine inverse function, the cos inverse, and the tan inverse function. So these functions will help us to find the missing angle from the given triangle. In your calculator, you have the sine, cos, and tan keys, above which you can see these signs: sine inverse, cos inverse, and tan inverse. So to get these options, you press second and sine. Or you can see in some calculator it is the shift key, shift, or this key, the second, or you can press the shift key and then the sine key. For cos inverse, again you press shift and then the cos, and again for the tan it's the shift and the tan key. That gives you the inverse trigonometric functions from your calculator. Before starting with the problems on finding the missing angle, you should know SOHCAHTOA, the trigonometric functions where sine theta is opposite side over hypotenuse, your cos theta is adjacent side over hypotenuse, and the tan function, the tan of the angle, is equal to opposite over adjacent. So once you know SOHCAHTOA, your aim is to find the missing angle. So theta will be given by the inverse function, which is tan inverse of O over A. So here, to find the missing angle, here theta is going to be cos inverse of A over H. Similarly, to find the theta, the missing angle here, theta is going to be sine inverse of O over H. So this is what we are going to do. The key steps to find the unknown angle is pretty similar to the ones that we used to find the sides, with the last step where we use the inverse function. Let me just read it for you. Step 1, label the sides as H, O, and A, the hypotenuse, opposite side, and adjacent. Decide the correct ratio to be taken. So you look at SOHCAHTOA and you decide whether it's a sine, cos, or tan that you will be taking. And finally, to find the angle, you're going to use the inverse function to find the missing angle. So these are the 3 steps that you're going to follow. Question 1. Find the value of the missing angles to 1 dp. So let me start with step 1. This is my angle theta, which is the missing angle. It's x here. So the question here is to find the value for x. Starting with labeling, I have the 90 degree, so H. This is the opposite side and the adjacent. So step 1 is done. Now I have H, I have the value for A. So A and H, so from SOHCAHTOA, let me write SOHCAHTOA here. I have A and H. So which ratio is connecting A and H? O and H? No, A and H. So I'm going to use cos x, because my theta is x here. Cos x is equal to A over H. So cos x is equal to 7 over 14. So x is going to be cos inverse of 7 over 14. 7 over 14 is 1 by 2, or you can write 0.5. So you go to your calculator and find the value for cos inverse of 0.5, or you can type it as 7 over 14 or 1 by 2 or 0.5. So use your calculator to find the value. You press shift and cos, giving you the cos inverse function, and then you put 0.5, you get 60 degree. So x is going to be 60 degree. So this is the answer here for the first question. Going to the second question here, starting with labeling. So I have the value for O and A. So O and A here, I'll go with tan M, because my theta, the angle here is M. Tan M is equal to O over A. So tan M is equal to 3 over 4. My M is going to be tan inverse of 3 over 4. So use your calculator. Make sure you're using the inverse function, the tan inverse function, and not the tan. Shift and tan within the brackets. You have 3 divided by 4. I can write 0.75. So the answer is 36.8698. So since they have asked the answer to 1 dp, so it's going to be 36, M is going to be 36.9 degrees. And here again the answer to 1 dp you have to put. Yeah. Now the answer looks accurate. Moving on to the next one. My theta, labeling H, O, A. So I have O and A again, so tan S is going to be opposite over adjacent. So tan S is going to be 6 over 5. S is tan inverse of 6 over 5. So S is going to be, use your calculator for the inverse tan function. The answer is 50.194. So to 1 decimal point, S is going to be 50.2 degrees. That's how you find the missing angle using the inverse trigonometric functions.